Hey everybody! I'm here today to talk to you about this shifter right here. I'll specifically be answering the question of what do 4L and 2H and 4H mean? This will be a simple driving lesson, so let's get right into the video. As you can see right here, we have these options right here, 4L and 2H and 4H. You will find a shifter like this on 4x4s or four-wheel drive vehicles, okay? This is specifically a pickup truck. I'm going to tell you exactly what they mean and what they're used for, okay? So let's get right into the video. Now, these each mean something specifically different, and they also serve a different purpose. So I'm going to start off with 2H, which is, if you're driving in two-wheel drive, that's the one that you're going to use most of the time, okay? So 2H stands for two high mode. So you are in two-wheel drive, okay? So two wheels are being powered, either the two front wheels or the two rear wheels, depending on what vehicle you're driving. And the H stands for the high mode, which is like the regular driving mode, okay? It's going to be going through all of the gears regularly and stuff like that, okay? So if you're driving in two-wheel drive regularly, you're going to use 2H, which is two high, okay? Very simple meaning and straightforward. The next one that I want to go over is actually the N, which stands for neutral. Now, this neutral is slightly different than the neutral that you'll find with your regular gear selector over here, okay? This neutral actually basically disengages the drivetrain, okay? So the differential is disconnected from the transmission, and this is used for instance, when you are being towed. So if you're being towed, you want to make sure that this is in neutral. That's generally, as a rule of thumb, when you would use the neutral on here. Okay, because you're not going to get power to the wheels, so you wouldn't really use it any other time except for if you are basically being towed for the most part. So that's what the N stands for. It's neutral, but slightly different than the neutral that you find on this gear selector over here. Next, I want to go over 4H, which stands for four high mode, okay? So in this one, you're using four-wheel drive, so power will be going to all four of the wheels, and H stands for high mode, which is essentially going to be regular driving through all the gears, regular amount of torque, regular amount of horsepower, regular tachometer limit. So if you want to drive in four-wheel drive and you are, just regularly driving, that's the mode that you would use, 4H. Four-wheel drive, high gear mode, okay, like a high driving mode, okay. And lastly, and I'll explain the difference in just a moment between these last two that I'm talking about. Lastly is 4L, which is for low, okay. So 4L is actually four-wheel drive and low mode, which is different than the other ones that we've discussed. Now, for low mode, it's essentially when you are going to be, for instance, towing something or carrying a really heavy load, you would then use low mode, because what's going to happen is you're going to get more torque but less speed. So you're going to get more torque, which is what you need to carry something. You need that torque to tow, to pull, to carry, but you're going to get less speed. If you're towing something, you don't need to drive fast. So essentially, you're going to be going in a low, sort of like, imagine it like a low ratio mode, where you're getting more torque but less speed. Think about it in that way. So essentially, the difference between 4H and 4L is that 4 high and 4 low. For 4 high mode, you're both getting four-wheel drive in both of them, but for 4 high, you're getting, a regular amount of torque and a regular amount of speed. But in 4 low, you're sacrificing that speed in exchange for more torque, which will allow you to tow things more easily, carry things more easily. If you have a heavy load, if you've loaded up the bed of your pickup truck, or you're towing a boat or whatever, that's generally the one that you would use, okay? That's it. That is an explanation for what these mean. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.